Welcome back! We still haven't found out where that mysterious place in the mist is, but I gotta admit, I know, and I'll show you. You may remember that there was a place here where we couldn't go on without a little help, but now we have a map.
Wait a minute, this must be it. The place in the mist. It's obvious. But does it mean that Ith was able to travel through space?
Remember that he was taken there, so probably another space-traveling race was involved.
Let's check this place out.
Right. I'm switching to the overhead view and we will try to find the marked region according to our map.
So what should I do?
Ith's map indicates a location. I'm pretty sure it's the place where he encountered another life form. You should find the place which corresponds with the map.
This damn mist is not making that easy.
I can try cleaning parts of the view digitally. You can zoom in or out to look for that formation.
And when I find it?
Mark the place by drawing a rectangle around it.
All right, let me try.
I think it was somewhere here. Yep.
I think I found it.
Good job, Rachel. I'm activating a life form scanner. If anyone still inhabits this place, we can easily find them. It should tell you when you approach life and helps pinpoint the exact spot.
I gotta admit, I played it before.
I have arrived at the place you've marked.
This place doesn't look particularly inhabited.
I believe that our scanner marked this place in the formation.
Yes, they'll live inside those pillars. Let's look around.
There is nothing special about this platform.
I know. This world is pretty barren. Just pillars, rocks and more rocks. Another pillar of eternity. I'm slowly getting tired of these. No way. This bloody place is totally barren.
It's possible, Rachel. The whole story of Ith happened a long time ago.
But to think that we went through that pilgrimage nonsense and traveled here only to find a barren land. Maybe the whole story of Ith is nothing more than a legend.
It must have happened. The map is clear proof.
Just explain one thing to me, Julia. How is it possible that our lifeform scanner marked this place?
It's probably a false positive. Do you see that glowing substance over there? It looks totally different, so the scanner must have picked that up.
Oh yeah, that's an incredibly advanced lifeform. At least in comparison with all these rocks. Mobot, can you check if those rocks are somehow hollow?
Negative. They are rock solid. This substance is very peculiar. It's glowing and emitting vapors of an unknown origin.
I wonder why we haven't seen anything like this before.
There are so many pillars. It's possible that you would find more of the substance if you searched around.
I want to have a closer look at this. At least I can finally do something useful in this boring place. I think I've had enough of this place. Let's get out of here.
Looks like we've found a life form.
Just look at that. I can't believe it moves. Can you tell me anything more about that thing?
I don't know. My internal circuits are confused.
I guess I'm not prepared after all.
It's getting closer to me. Should I retreat?
I don't know. It looks kind of clumsy. Let's wait just a bit more. You can always run if it gets too close. Did it just teleport?
It seems so, but...
The being rests motionless. It looks at Mobot and a strange tension fills the air. Then Mobot speaks.
Greetings, travelers.
I am detecting an external interference with Mobot's circuitry. His artificial intelligence unit has been hijacked by the being. There's an amazing display of development, entirely unexpected from this life form.
Hello, we come in peace.
What brings you to the place in the mist?
He's using Mobot's vocabulary to communicate with us. I will switch the intercom camera feed to the being so it is less confusing.
We are guardians. We stay hidden, watching and learning. We do not seek influence over beings, yet they may seek us.
But how did you get here? And why did you come?
We have long lived in hidden places across endless systems, including the one you call home. Long ago, we attained great wisdom, and then we became eternal travelers and sought to share our knowledge with others.
You are from another universe? I don't understand.
Your universe is but one possibility in the whole scheme of being.
Give me a break. My head hurts already.
I think you worry too much. You will never understand anyway.
That was not helpful, you know.
Have you noticed that the being keeps referring to itself in the plural form?
I did. Do you think it's a hive mind?
That's one possibility. The other is that these are actually many different sentient beings working closely together.
A clever moss. So you've traveled to different solar systems and hidden there waiting to be discovered.
We left messages long ago. Those who were developed enough found those messages and then found us. Evolution cannot be forced. It must proceed in its own way and time. If we communicated directly, it could have unforeseen consequences for all that exists, known and unknown. We are able to help advanced beings with their journey, but only when they discover our presence and seek our advice. Such is our way.
I still have so many questions.
Yet you are not ready for the answers.
Thank you very much.
We observe and record. That's what we do.
I'm interested to know more. Please tell me.
Before I answer, I need to examine what you know already.
I am detecting an interference with Mobot's internal memory.
We can see you have reached for understanding of this system and its life. Closely observe the monument behind me. Go there and learn. I will tell you more when you are knowledgeable.
Did you meet If?
Indeed, he was brought to me by the self-proclaimed lords. They did that only to raise their power in his eyes.
So it was just for show?
As they departed, they told him that we ordered this ritual. It was, of course, their last life.
What happened next?
It was able to trick them, and Xia killed his captors instead. Then I helped it to return here and told him the truth.
What did you tell him?
Unlike you, he was ready to understand. However, he heard and did not listen. Instead, he returned to his home world and was slain by his own kind.
Why didn't you save him?
We do not interfere with internal conflicts. They are also important steps in evolution, even though it may seem cool to you. It is the way races truly evolve.
Those guys have chosen a comfy place, sitting there and looking all over the races that exist around them, but never interfering. Okay.
Just what the hell is that?
Mobot, confirm visuals. Is there really a door in that monument?
Affirmative. It's an automatic door that opens using a built-in photoelectric cell.
And it's built into that rock, right? Just like that. Earth technology light years away, found in a rock. This is going to be fun to explain.
Who would you be explaining it to?
Point taken, Julia. Point taken.
If this is a stairway, it leads to the door.
Maybe it's a stairway to heaven, or to limbo.
I'm losing you, Rachel.
Don't worry. It's just that nothing makes sense around here. I know this place. I was here when I was a kid.
Allow me to inform you that I find this highly improbable.
I am detecting a strange interference with Mobot's visual feed. It seems that the visuals we are getting are not from a real space.
Negative. I can't move around.
Maybe it's just twisted reality, or virtual reality.
Do you remember anything about this place, Rachel?
It was the kids section of a history museum. I remember being there with my parents right before that horrible accident. And those panels, they were some kind of educational puzzles. It's all so hazy.
Let's check it out.
Wait, if these are my memories, does it mean that...
Calm down. Let's just look around, okay?
Hello, and welcome to the exhibition.
What the...
Join us on this incredible journey and discover the true history of this unique place. We wish you a pleasant stay.
We had those same chairs in our living room, although the chairs in here look randomly placed.
This display depicts the 3 punishments of the Ambrosians. A long time ago, the Ambrosians lived in a thriving community. Their technology was so remarkable that they were even capable of space travel. They, however, posed a threat to another sentient race. So their home was destroyed. Then a small part of their population was preserved and moved to Ambrosia. To understand their full story, assemble their exodus to Ambrosia as it happened in time.
I see now. That must be the real reason for Xenophone's insane radiation. Xenophone must have been their original home.
Indeed it was.
Wait, you can hear me? No answer.
Luckily, we've been paying attention. Not quite sure. All of these 3 look pretty similar. Which of them is xenophone? Ah. And this line, we see what each image actually means, which makes it a lot easier. For some reason, it just won't stick. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Odd. Oh well. Seems you have to hit a sweet spot for it to stick. So that should be it. Living in a thriving world. That world gets destroyed. A few of them get moved.
Congratulations! You now fully understand the story of the Ambrosian Exodus and their 3 punishments. At first, their home was destroyed, as it was considered too advanced. After they were moved to Ambrosia and left there to die, the Ambrosians built themselves a new home. After some time, their advancement once again posed a threat, so their life essence was infected by a vile liquid, turning it into poison. Only a handful still survived when Ambrosia was approached by yet another sentient race. Many Ambrosians died at the hands of this race, and that was considered to be the 3rd punishment.
More of our living room chairs.
To understand this sentient life, you must also understand their language. How they express themselves and communicate is a vital part of their identity. This is an example of their language, which evolved a very long time ago on xenophone. Try translating the provided text example into your language.
This riddle is kinda trial and error. We see the symbols, but we don't know yet which symbol corresponds to which word, and we just have to try. And now we could compare what symbol is up here and where do we find it here, and from that we can recreate the text. I would cheat a bit. Last time I played it, I wrote down the message, and I will just recreate it here to shorten things a bit.
Very good. The place of eternal flow is actually a real place. Your understanding of the written scripture helps with understanding Ambrosians.
If you missed the message, because it was just too quick, it's to enter the place of eternal flow, you have to meet the following requirements. Be humble, patient, knowledgeable. Only then the entrance will be allowed to those who seek the eternal flow.
Allow me to warn you that behind the door is just a solid wall.
So should we jump into the wall now, or what?
It looks like the space was not fully constructed.
Great observation. Our museum reflects your knowledge of this solar system. Some of the places are not yet accessible to you.
And once again a place where we have to come back later. That chair looks a bit different.
This is a chair. In other words, please stop messing with my brain, okay?
Ith was the iconic hero of Ambrosia. Few knew he was not a volunteer in his quest. He was simply taken away. However, his story is vital to the history of the entire solar system. Can you recreate it by selecting the correct sequence of events?
They're testing once again whether we've been paying attention. This time the text doesn't show at the bottom when we click this image, but only when hovering over the images in the top and bottom row. I would think that's the start of it. They try to summon the ancients, and then Ith gets abducted. Guess we'll have to push that one back a bit. Ith returned to Ambrosia. The middle part must be about him somehow beating Xir. Okay, so I have all of them now, but they're just not in the right order. Of course.
Great work, Rachel Manners.
She knows my name.
Don't panic. It's probably just constructed from your memory.
Its story should resonate with your species. He left to save everyone, and at the end, he was killed by his own people. When Ith tricked Kazir to attack his captors, he managed to return to Ambrosia. After erecting the 4 obelisks, he was declared dangerous and killed by his fellow Ambrosians.
One thing is bugging me about this story. How was Ith able to pilot an alien spacecraft?
Now you understand the history well. But wait, there is more to be discovered. Allow me to open a special room for you. Inside, you can understand the final piece of this puzzle. Goodbye, Rachel Manners.
Yeah, whatever.
Let me get this straight now. I am in a place constructed directly out of your memories. And you really think it's safe to explore further, Rachel?
Oh, come on, clever clogs. You know you want to see what's out there.
Would you go there if you were me?
Just get on with it. No, just let this madness stop, please.
I somehow like this place.
Yes, especially when it's part of a museum constructed directly out of my own memories.
I don't think so. This place looks real.
But how can I tell what's real and what's just an illusion? What if all the camera feeds are an illusion? Or what if there are no planets or quests and this is all just your trickery? Are you playing some kind of stupid game with me, Julia?
Just stop it, Rachel. Your paranoia isn't helping. Look around and learn what you can from this place.
Just look at that. I've seen that symbol already.
Indeed. We've found the place our Ambrosian talked about.
So this is the Temple of Eternal Flow.
Observation. Can the fluid be the essence sought by Ambrosians?
Let's get a sample.
Oh, look at that. I totally forgot to examine all the other things I've picked up in the meantime. That's the Omega disk that we have received from the Ambrosian.
What a mess.
I agree. The Omega disk was damaged by Ambrosia's excessive humidity.
Anything interesting there?
I've identified several clusters which seem to form a visual pattern. They resemble a blueprint, so I thought you might want to check it.
Right. What should I do?
Just swap them to see if you can recover the correct shape.
Right, these things have to be at the edges of the page.
Okay, I think I've nailed it.
Good work, Rachel. I believe it's what we've been looking for.
How so?
This blueprint, if built, would allow us to extend Mobot's functionality to include a powerful laser cutter